Revelation 3994. From the 9th of March 1947. Light from on high. Total darkness. In a time of complete lightlessness I have to send you humans increased light so that you will become sighted and find the right path to me. And complete darkness will prevail when people no longer long for the truth themselves, or when they accept everything as truth which is offered to them and which is strongly permeated by error. The light of truth is my word, for I myself am the eternal truth and the light emanates from me. But what is conveyed to people on earth as my word has lost its bright glow of light. It is only the shell left which once held the core. Admittedly, the core can still be found with goodwill by the person who seriously strives for the truth, for it consists of the pure teaching of love which I myself preached to people on earth in order to move them from the state of lightlessness into the bright state, which is the purpose and goal of earthly life, in order to lead them to recognize the truth from me. For light is wisdom, light is knowledge about me and my plan of salvation from eternity. Anyone who stands in the light will also feel the benefit of light. Anyone who walks in darkness does not know the meaning and purpose of earthly existence and seeks it in the world. He only strives and creates diligently for earthly things and ignores the spiritual. He does not know the path because it is dark around him, and he desires too little for the light, for the word which comes forth from me, which testifies to me and leads to me. This word is offered to him too little because he desires it too little. You humans don't know the strength of my word if you receive it in earnest desire for it. You pay more attention to ceremonies and humanly decreed commandments than to my word. Yet this alone is important to take. The word alone is what gives you brightness if you obey it, for light comes to you with the word which flows over you from above according to your desire. If you want to recognize error, you must allow yourselves to be taught. You must learn to distinguish truth from error, and, if both are offered to you, decide for yourselves what you want to accept. You must also grant access to the light which my love lets flow to you. You must allow my love to flow to you. You must pay attention to my word which is offered to you from above, or you must accept it elsewhere with a sincere will for truth, for it will always be my word if you desire to hear me myself. Understand that your desire alone is the deciding factor as to whether you accept truth or error. Understand this so that you can understand why humanity lives in darkness, why it no longer lives in pure truth, which also signifies light at the same time, because the desire for truth does not exist. And that is why error also finds access and yet is not recognized as error. Once and again I tried to point people to the truth, but timidly they withdraw. They flee the light and content themselves with the twilight which makes every clear realization impossible for them. They are content with inadequate knowledge and yet could be introduced to profoundest wisdom if they respected my light from above, which is imparted to them as an extraordinary gift of grace. They could lift an immeasurable treasure and carelessly pass it by. But they constantly receive error and thereby aggravate their lightless state. Let yourselves be enlightened. Don't set your own limits to your knowledge. Think for yourselves and don't thoughtlessly accept what is offered to you under the cover of my will. Come to me and ask me for the supply of purest truth. Don't be satisfied with spiritual knowledge offered to you by people, but always first ask me for advice, ask me for support, for right thinking, and sincerely desire to stand in the truth, and it will become yours. You will recognize it as truth, you will feel it as a pleasant light and never ever want to step out of the light of my word, for my word alone is light which shines far and wide, which chases away all darkness in you, gives you right recognition and leads you towards me. My word is eternal truth, for it originates from me myself as the eternal truth. And anyone who stands in the truth will never ever lose it, he will take it with him as spiritual possessions into the kingdom, which is his true home, and he will live for eternity. Amen.